Okay, if you have a downdraft, these blowers, the motors are very poor quality. I used to have a recirculating top for the cooktop. Those suck, and we really couldn't with the house already built. I have a basement, so best thing to do when we remodeled was to do a downdraft. So that's what this pipe is right here. We have a smooth top, and sorry I didn't get it while I was in, but you'll see a final picture. But here's what it looks like. Okay, nice smooth cooktop. But the blower and the control that controls the blower, the control's been bad for a while, but the blower bearings or something's bad. It's very loud. So instead of spending $1,400 to $1,600 on a new cooktop, I bought a new blower. You'll have to get the part number. You can get those, and you can go on Appliance Pro. I'll put a link below. But we're going to show you how to replace this thing. And once you get it down on something soft, there are going to be screws along the exterior that you're going to have to take off, because this whole thing has to come off of the glass. Now remember, if you have a smooth cooktop, it is glass, so just be careful. So I'll do some editing along the way, because there's no use in watching me just take screws out. Okay, so then the glass gets separated from the actual stove, and you can see this is what a smooth top looks like. Basically just electric eyes that heat through the glass. Really pretty simple concept. This is the control panel, which I have a bad switch here, which I'm going to have to take that off too. I'm going to do that first. These are the lights for each eye, and this is the sensor that tells you that the stove is still hot. I'm just hoping, because this thing's old, that these things don't go bad. Then I'm going to have to do this whole thing over again and replace these. I don't think they're that expensive, but I don't know. Anyways, alright. There's about 4 screws holding this down. This is your on-off and temperature controls for the stove. The one I'm replacing is one for the fan right here, and this bag right here. So it actually has a little, it's the only one that has a little washer on it. The other ones have screws, and hopefully, like I said, when I get it back together, something else doesn't break. But alright, let's get that done, and I'll put the camera away. The new one just snaps right in to where the old one came out. Here's the old one. It's pretty simple. It's about a $40 part. Now this will go back in through there, and then I'll put the washer, and then put this thing back on, and then concentrate on replacing the blower, which is going to be a little more involved. Okay, to get to the blower motor, there are 2 screws on the front, and then there's screw here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 more here and there, and then this shield will come off, which should remove the whole motor. So once I take the whole motor off, then I should be able to put the new one on and reverse the process. So now this hood is off. There were 4 screws that held the blower, or the exhaust fan, whatever you want to call it. So the fan is off. You see how dirty and everything? But now this is the adapter for my pipe. And of course, the new one didn't come with the screws or the bolts. So if you order one of these, just know that you're going to have to save the parts. It came with some stupid rubber things, which is not going to hold it on. So I'm going to have to use these screws. I'll go ahead and use the new adapter piece. And so once I do that and get it put onto this mount, I'll video some more. Okay, so once you get the motor off, and there's 6 screws, one under here, 3, 4, 5, 6. The whole panel come off. Excuse me, and there's 2 in the front here, 1, 2, and 2 in the back. And then you're going to have to go ahead and put the adapter on. And then the trick is there's a metal washer. You have to take this back off where all your controls are so you can plug in the blower, exhaust, whatever you want to call it. But right here, I'm going to show you. They don't send you this part, this plastic part, but you will need it. So for safety, so you don't have any exposed wires. So you're going to have to squeeze it with some pliers and pull it through. There's a metal washer on the other end. Put it through the washer first, and then hammer it down back through the hole. Just look real carefully how it came off. I broke a little piece off, but I think it's okay. I should listen to my wife. Next time I'm gonna let her do the job, and we'll see how it turns out. I think she could do it, actually.
I think I probably could.
You could train anybody to do this.
That's nice.
You really could. It's just they don't make them very user friendly. That's all. Okay, so now we've got the new blower on. And we're going to turn this thing upside down back onto the glass. Now it's glass, remember. So we're going to have to be real careful. Alright? Okay, so it's easier to get some help, put the glass back on top of that whole thing. There are 2 brackets that'll go on the side with screws. I guess it's just for support, really.
Yeah.
Very nasty.
I try to clean them.
And then we're going to screw it back down. Alright, so once you drop it back in, put the grate on, wire it back up. Everything works good, except I made one mistake. This knob is supposed to go this way to off, and I put it in where it's down. Still works fine. The variable control works fine, but I put off in the wrong position. And there's no way I'm taking that thing apart to fix that. So I'll either have to find me a knob. I'm sure I can find a knob. Or fix this knob. But there you go. I saved over $1,000. Add in $5,000 of back problems and you come out okay. 73.